Hey guys, so after saying that I was never going to touch clay again, I actually brought clay for a project and I have clay left over. I did say if anyone wants the rest of the clay and no one wanted it, so I'm going to be making Rory stones, fiddle stones, whatever you want to call them, because there is a person that makes them, but every time I go on her, like, she kind of does a bucket load and then releases them and then doesn't release anymore because she's quite popular and I can understand why she doesn't always have it on there. Because anyway, either way, I thought I'd just make my own with the leftover clay. This clay I do actually prefer with the last clay I had, which was from the Works, which was their own brand. This one I find doesn't dry my hands out, and it's not as messy. This is the one from Flying Tiger, and I'll just quickly show you the product, which I did. But it's a box of different like promises and examples of God being with us and stuff. So I made a cross, David's slingshot and stones, the stone tablets, the Ten Commandments, that's supposed to be the wall of Jericho, David's crown, that sort of thing. There's a rainbow in there as well. It's just something that I can kind of just look at, basically. If I need that reminder, or if I'm just in one of those, like, those kind of moods. So yeah, that's that there. So I actually don't have necessarily a plan of what I want to literally have done. I want them to be more so kind of textured. I'll do like 3, I think. Obviously I can't paint today or anything, so it's literally just sculpting and everything. So yeah. So these are the main structures for them. So yeah, I'm just gonna wing it and start adding stuff to them. This one I can see like a basket of apples or some kind of fruit, this one. And then this one has a smiley face. As you can tell, they're not as kind of like, if you know what a Rory stone is, but it's just like a smooth thing. But as I said before, I do prefer like fiddling with like texture and like raised things. I will probably do that one as more of a traditional one, the last one. But this is kind of like what would probably help me the most, opposed to just kind of like a smooth area to rub my thumb against. So as I said, the last one is literally just gonna be the plain one, which I'll just paint. So obviously these are gonna be dry. They usually take like 72 hours. On the safe side, I usually leave it quite a long time before I actually paint over them. So yeah. But yeah, I thought I'd just only do 3, and yeah, I find this always helps using sandwich bags just to stick them on there while they dry, and then I turn them over as well so the under will dry. So I frequently turn them over to make sure that they are fully dry. So it's been 2 days, but I think I'm gonna leave it for another day just to be on the safe side, just because they are quite thick, but they are dry to touch, if that makes any sense. But I think it's best to kind of leave them for another day, and then what I'm gonna do is gonna put a base coat on them before I paint on them. So the base thing that I'm going to use is going to be this Daler-Rowney acrylic gesso cinnamon nana. It's I've just woken up, basically. I'm not long just woken up. Okay, my brain's not fully woken up yet. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to start painting today, just because I am going out today. So yeah, so it's gonna kind of depend. Maybe before I go out, maybe I'll do one, or when I come back. I'm not sure yet. So this one here is going to be a basket full of red apples. It's very basic, but yeah, that's literally what I see from this. So this is what this one's going to be. So that is one side done, and then with this one I have an idea for this one, but first I want to paint it all yellow. So while that's drying, I'm going to paint one of the sides all yellow, but it's all going to be all yellow. But yeah, and if you're wondering what paint I always use, unless I'm using a paint from a set I got, but I always use my go-to ones, the one from Sostrine Green. These acrylic paints, they're super affordable and they're really good as well. So yeah, if you've got, they have a website as well, but you know, they've also, if you've got a store near you as well, then you can go grab them. But yeah, I really do really like these paints. So this one is done completely, and then this one I just need to add some stuff to it. I'm not gonna say what it is, make that a surprise. So this one's just a super kind of simple one, just with smiley faces all over it. So yeah. So this one here, for whatever reason, I've not turned it enough. So the bottom is actually still a little bit damp. So I'm gonna actually leave this longer to dry. I believe this was the last one I made. I don't know, I can't remember if this is the last one, but it was still a little bit stuck to the sheet I put it on. So I'm just gonna leave it to dry. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this tonight or maybe tomorrow, but I think I'll leave it for more hours, to be fair, so I know it's fully dry. So now this one is done, and there's just one more to do, and then I need to top coat them, and then they're done. So this one I want to make into a raindrop with a smiley face. So the face is going to be white and the rest is going to be blue. I mean, it doesn't really look like a raindrop, but you guys know, if you've watched my past videos, me and clay, I'm not very skilled in clay whatsoever. So I would never be able to like make clay creations and sell them, because they are very yeah, not very professional. And then this one is done. So all they need now is a glossy top coat, but I can't show you what gloss tape on top I'm going to use because I ran out of it. I actually don't have any in the house. I need to buy some more, but I usually use the one by Sostrine Green. Basically all my art stuff is mostly from there. But anyway, so this is the final, or near final, basically. You still have to leave it for quite a few days before you put a top coat on, but this is what they finally all look like. So you've got the basket of apples, just your plain smiley face one, and then like a raindrop kind of style one with a face on it. But yeah, so that is basically it for this video. So like, I